Hello there everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode of Rgs Fc. Now I'm still a little bit ill and yeah guys, I probably do sound really horrible throughout this video, but we've got an absolutely huge episode today because I've got 4 episodes of Rgs Fc left and I've got a lot of games to get through. Now not all the games that we will be coming up against are actually on this calendar that I'm showing you guys right now, because of course we'll get into the next one in the Champions League hopefully, but that is what will happen in this episode of course. But we're going to be playing 5 games an episode, so 5 games this episode number 27, and episode number 28 we'll play another 5, and episode number 29 will finish off the season, and episode 30 we will actually go ahead and basically just do a roundup of the series. Now we decided actually to go ahead and use our second team in this one. I really wanted to try it out, and basically my friends, I wanted to see what it was all about, and in a Premier League game, because I actually did the maths before we dived into this game, and we had actually won the Barclays Premier League. We'd done it I think like 2 games ago, and I hadn't actually realised it yet. We have now officially become the Premier League champions, but these games are all about just finishing it off, rounding it all off, and picking up a few wins along our way, and hopefully remaining unbeaten throughout the course of the year, and that would be absolutely sick basically. As you can see, we are top of the league, and we dive into this one at home to Sunderland, what on paper would be the easiest game of the season. See, I was expecting nothing less than 3 points today, but we get the nice start here. Harry pushing on from CDM there, lashes one in. Nice pull back into the area from Josh there, and yeah, Harry does indeed finish it off. If you are enjoying this, by the way, then please do smash the likes. A little more FIFA 17 content for you guys, and it is Rgs Fc, and I know how much you guys do indeed love it. Now we actually give away a free kick here on the edge of the area. Now, if you guys have spotted that earlier, Matt was actually the last man back there, and although it didn't lead to anything in their attack, he still was the last man, and he did take out Catamol. Never a smart move. And he does see red, which means we're playing with 10. We did indeed adapt enough, but surely not enough there, as there were massive holes in our defence. And very late on in the game, I think that was Jermaine Defoe equalises with just 13 minutes from time. But I think we just slotted Josh into centre-back, brought Oscar Hosum back into CDM with Harry, and then basically it was Josh and Tad in the centre-back, and then we were playing without a cam basically, so no substitutions needed. I was resting them for the Sporting Lisbon game, and yeah, Aman just cannot do enough to stop it. But we were roaring back here, we pull one back, it's Jack Allen, he shoots, it's an expert save by Jordan Pickford, and it is indeed the final whistle. We draw the game to Sunderland. It does mean we remain unbeaten, but it does also mean we drop points in probably the easiest game of the season. But we could lose every single one of our games from now. We could lose all 8 games, including the Sunderland one, that we have left in the Prem, and we'd still win it. As you can see, my friends, there it is, the full team, ready to dive into another game. It is the Champions League quarter-finals. We've got a very good draw after drawing Juve in the round of 16, but we have the home leg first, so that was absolutely crucial that we did not concede any away goals. We come forward here with Eddie, he skips inside nicely, lovely one to Cameron, look at that lovely spin too. Finds Sam Davies, who neatly readjusts in time to slide on past Patricio. Absolutely no chance for the goalkeeper there. The defence unorganised off the breakaway. They were pushing me in this game, you know, Sporting. There was a good defensive display actually, which of course I do not have time to show you in this video. But yeah, our defenders were putting in a shift, especially Ant heading out a lot of the crosses that Gelson Martins was putting into the box. He was certainly the main threat for me, getting down that right hand side. And it was probably one of the only right wingers that Toby Mann hasn't been able to deal with this year. Sam Davies was having the game of his life though, breaking ankles, and he really has come into his own late on in his career. Lucas then has a shot, it's blocked off the post, and then as you can see, Rob gets in there, decked by Patricio during the celebration, but he does indeed get another goal in the Champions League. I believe his 6th, that is, so yeah, he's definitely going to be pushing for the top scorer spot for the Champions League. But 2-0 in 17 minutes, it's nothing less than I expected. It's Sporting Lisbon, for God's sake, in the quarter-finals. Make sure they were drawn in pot 4 for this year's Champions League, and as you can see, we're just picking them across, picking them off even, my friends, like absolute flies. And as you can see, it's Rob there who gets another goal. Cameron gets in, it's an unlucky shot that, bang off the post, but Rob certainly on hand there to sweep one in for us. Pushing on to the second half now, Sonny pulls them back, it's Robbie, just cushions one onto the crossbar. It's so unlucky. Here come the Gingers combining now. Cameron with a heavy touch to get away from Sebastian Coates, the former Liverpool centre-half, and 2 Liverpool fans there, and also 2 Gingers combining beautifully to roll one in. It is Sonny O'Sullivan who does indeed get the finish. Yeah, really impressive goal that. Cameron, as you see, lovely fake shot. He gets an assist to his name. I think that's probably his second now. And Sonny walks it in on his left foot, his weaker foot, but he literally couldn't miss from there. 4-0, what a start that was, and we're going into the quarterfinals. Now, we went with our second team, my friends, for this one, giving them some quarterfinal Champions League experience, and we went to Portugal, where it was still daylight at 8 o'clock. So yeah, a really lovely country, of course, and we were looking to put some lovely gloss on our earlier result, but Oscar Hudson cannot make the breakthrough. We get a corner in the second half. Jack Allen is a really good save. Now, he kind of does get broken there. I thought that could have been a penalty, but it isn't. We get Josh away here in the 78th minute. He does really well, skipping inside, and a deflection just slashes it into the goal. I think it was already going in anyway, but it kind of just glanced it past Patricio. And as you can see in the second leg, my friends, we are now leading 1-0. Really nice to get another win here. He's sending defenders absolutely to the shops there, and a lovely finish. Jack then whips in a ball, and it was a clear handball off of their fullback, Shaletto, I think his name is. And yeah, it is Shaletto there, who did indeed handball it. And it's a chance here for Harry Simpson to really lash one into the corner for us. Can he do it though? I readjust my run-up to make it 2-0 here and 6-0 in aggregate, which I admit would be epic. He lashes one in the perfect penalty spot. Patricio stays rooted to the spot, basically not being able to do anything about that spot kick. And yeah, boys, we do indeed get the win. It's looking like that way anyway. 81 minutes play. We nearly bump into the cameraman there. But as you can see, it's another replay of the spot kick here. Referee standing there. He's ready. Harry's ready. The captain on the day lashes one in. And it is a 2-0 victory. We push for 3-0 to try and make it 7-0 in aggregate. But it is 6-0 in aggregate. And yeah, a really easy draw there. And I'm happy that we got through. We can either play Bayern. Not Bayern. Bayern were beaten by Barcelona. We can either play Bayern, Real Madrid, or Porto, I do indeed believe. Now we're going into the FA Cup semi-finals here at Wembley Stadium. It's the full team with our cup goalkeeper Kai in goal. That's the only change to the full side. And as you can see, I start off really brightly here. I get it from Eddie. I'm burst down the line. I'm away from Davies. Kind of side the other man. I've got a decent left foot, but Lloris is having none of it. He beats it out for a corner. Sam Davies here, really the workhorse in this game. Lovely combinational play. Probably could have scored from there, but he pulls one back. And it is indeed a Rob, who does indeed finish it off, my friends, and does a little cartwheel in there. And yeah, not cartwheel, whatever you call that, little roll in the penalty area, in the 6-yard box. And yeah, Lloris cannot do anything about this one. Lovely combinational play there by the two Shire Cribs strikers, and it is just passed into the corner there, my friends. As you can see, my friend, Sam Davies having absolutely none of it today. Just 5 minutes later, he's bursting on again to the scene. Brilliant cut inside here, rolls one into the cup top scorer, Cameron Carr, who is indeed the top scorer of the EFL Cup that we've already won, and he is now the top scorer of the FA Cup. As things stand, I believe that is his 6th goal in the tournament. But again, it's Sam Davies winning it around halfway and just driving through the middle of the park. He's had a great game. And then we bring on Jack Tompkins here, who absolutely takes the net off with an absolute rocket into the top corner. One of the best goals I've ever scored. I believe his first touch off the bench. I remember on a left mid to defend the lead a little bit. And yeah, as you see, Rob slides it through to him. It's kind of like a dummy what he does here. It isn't he's going to open off his right foot, but he just decides to lash it. He catches everyone off guard, including me, and of course Hugo Lloris, and just scores a goal. 5 minutes later, Eddie's in here. He could have easily squared that to Rob, but he wanted a goal on himself, and he gets a goal on himself. I'm pretty sure I missed a sitter with him earlier, so I felt a little bit bad. I had to get it back for Eddie, and yeah, as you see there, my friends, we are now in the lead by 4 goals, which is absolutely epic. The same amount that Chelsea scored at Wembley against Spurs last time out we met them at this stadium. But Teodorczyk here, their new signing from Anderlecht, the Polish number 9 that he usually is for Anderlecht, has a good chance. They're deflected offhand and onto the bar, and we get away with one there by keeping a clean sheet. So Kai not called into action in this one overly, my friends. He made a few good saves, but I believe our final opponent will be Manchester United. We're going through things quite quickly here, but I wanted to go with the first team again here, my friends. Everton were, of course, going to be a tough opponent, though, because next time we've actually got West Brom, and then I'm going to play the second team for that, and then we've got the Champions League semi-finals against a certain FC Barcelona. So I'm going to play the full team for that, of course. The full team here, resting all of them for the West Brom game and playing all of them again in the Barcelona game. But Toberman here gets us in the lead by finding Cameron in the box. Robert had some really good chances prior to this goal in this game. But yeah, my friends, in the end, we do indeed break through. And yeah, the celebrations are indeed absolutely huge there, my friends. As we do indeed finally take the lead in a really tough game, because the side was tied from the Tottenham game, but I still wanted to play them, of course, just to even things out for apps and also just for the fitness reasons. But Cameron gets a goal, our striker, the main man who we will be relying on for goals most of the time. And as you can see, we get the win off of a really good save from Milan actually at the end there. But yeah, next episode we're going to be playing West Brom away. Then we're going to be playing Barcelona, Watford, Barcelona again, Tottenham, and Manchester City. I think actually Manchester City, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Manchester United, and then hopefully the Champions League final will all be in next episode. So it's going to be crazy. Drop a like on it if you have enjoyed it. I'll be back very soon for another video just like this. But for now, thanks for watching, and peace out.